hard and I know sometimes it be draining. Life is hard and I know sometimes it get crazy. I know.
I just want to welcome y'all to another episode of It's Harden's 1v1s, where I'm doing interviews with some of the most influential people in the city and sometimes even outside the city, depending on if I got a little bit of reach, you know what I mean? But today I got a wonderful guest that I met on Instagram because I was just scrolling past her page and I was like, yo, I never interviewed nobody that does nails. Like, you'd be called like a nail tech, right?
Yep.
All right, so I never interviewed a nail tech, and I was going past your page, and I'm like, "Oh, NailsByNichole, let me inbox her real quick, and let me see if she would be willing to get on the podcast." But as y'all can see, she was open to the invite, and now I got, like, I guess an Instagram friend. I got Nicole here with me for an interview, and we're just going to bring up, like, life of a nail tech, I guess.
Yep.
I got to bear with me. This is my first time, but I just want to...
Definitely my first time, too.
This your first time?
Yes.
All right, so don't be scared. Don't be alarmed, like that I mean. Don't let the bright lights get to you, you know what I mean? But nah, it's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit more into the mic.
Thank you.
All right, bet. So I just want you to kind of introduce yourself to the viewers that may be watching.
My name is Nicole. I am a nail tech in Penn Hills. My business name is NailsByNichole, and Instagram as well, NailsByNichole_.
All right, so y'all know what to mean. Y'all know what that mean. Whenever y'all scrolling on y'all Instagram and y'all looking for y'all crush and y'all know what I mean, y'all trying to find out what your ex is doing and find out what your baby's at, stop. Type in NailsByNichole. Check out her work, and I mean, get to it because you do wonderful work.
Thank you.
And I'm a guy, but I know what I like on women.
And that's
now.
like the best compliment is from a guy on our nails. That's like
because we gonna keep it real.
No, oh my God, men are very honest when it comes to our nails. So it's very appreciative when a man compliments the work.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's what I want to do because, like, growing up, like, I grew up with my mom, but the one thing she would always say is, like, don't be messing around with nobody with no messed up nails. Like, if their nails is dirty, then, I mean, like, they look better. So
I like her.
But she ain't play about her nails either. You know what I mean? Like, she'd be like, your grandfather was a clean man. He ain't play about his nails, so don't let no girl see you with your nails messed up. And I'm like, all right. I always had to take that to the bank because I'm like.
I definitely teach my sons that, like, clean nails all the time. Stop biting them.
Yeah.
Stop biting them.
I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely a biter for a little bit. My mom had to, like, get me up out of that because she's like, look at it. Now you got to file it down because it ain't, you know, it's just not, it's not a nail.
Yeah, definitely say that to my sons.
Plus, keep your nails done because I know for me, like, I like getting my back scratched sometimes. And it's like, don't be scratching your man's back with no tiger claws.
No. Swear. Definitely. I like keeping my nails done. I don't really need to, but for the most part, I will keep mine done. They get messed up quick because I do nails, but I keep mine done most of the time. But sometimes I just feel like I don't feel like it. Yeah. I do my own. So it's like,
how long does it take you to do your own?
A few days. It depends. Well, it honestly depends on how I feel. Sometimes it'll take us a few days. Sometimes it will be like 2 hours, 3 hours. It just kind of depends on my mood.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be getting my nails done if I had to do it myself. Then 3 hours, that's a long time.
Because I'd be lazy.
You do it like in between clients, like if it's a slow day, you might be
or like in the middle of the night. Like I'll take my stuff home and just bullshit in the middle of the night.
Yeah. So whenever you first started doing your nails, like who gave you the green light to be like, look, I don't trust everybody with my nails, but you my little cousin, you my little niece, and I'm gonna let you play around with my nails. Who trusted you first with your passion?
My best friend Ashley.
Shout out Ashley. You don't got best friends that's gonna let you try stuff on them.
She really stuck with me. And like looking at like past work, I'm like, yo, you really let me do your nails like that? Like that's crazy. And I'm thankful for that because I got better.
Yeah.
So she's been with me the whole 8 years. Yes, 8 years.
That's dope. So just having we got to stop, take a pause for the cause, because the 8-year friendship between people, that's not nothing to just like brush under the rug. You know what I mean? Because as fast as people are losing friends and like just through like just losing a life or even just breaking up your friendship because somebody argued with somebody did something that we ain't going to forgive each other for. Like, you got to look at 8 years of friendship like it's a big thing, because it is a big deal.
We actually met in high school. So, like, she saw my journey from, like, when I wasn't even worried about doing nails. Like, I was going to be forensic scientist. That was, like, it for me. I was like, I'm going to just do that. But I found out what they really do. And I was like, oh, no.
So you was trying to be on some like SVU, like
yeah, I swear. I watched that all the time.
I definitely watched that growing up, like
definitely
Law
watched
and
it all
Order.
the time. But yeah, like we've been friends since 10th grade, I believe, 10th grade, so like 2008. So how many years is that?
Too many.
14 years.
Damn. So it's even longer than 8. Mm-hmm. All right, so she believed in you ever since you were in high school, and like right now, like my niece, she's in high school, but like she's super girly. Like if she's around me, she'll be like, Uncle Tori, like let me put your hair up in a bun, or let me try to do, you know what I mean? Like she's just like, she want to do hair, she want to do nails, like she's just in the beauty, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what should I get her? I know like Amazon, you could order anything, but I'm like, what should I get her if I want to support her with her dream of being like a nail tech or like a beautician or whatever?
I mean, see which one she likes the most first. But like if from a nail tech, I would get her the like acrylic, some brushes, some good brushes, like different little polishes. There's a nail store in Pittsburgh that has all that stuff. Like, and you can go in there and you can get everything you need, like from a drill, anything, the whole setup.
I ain't trusting her with no drill yet.
But
I'll be liability. They'll be like, Uncle Tori, let me do it. But nah.
But like just stuff like that, and like a practice hand, even like little practice worksheets, stuff like that for nail techs. That would be a great start, because when I started, I was at Sally's Beauty and I was struggling.
It was hard.
It was hard, but I was determined. I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. This was before Amazon was like a thing.
Oh man, so you was just,
I was out here thugging it out.
yeah, like you know you're not getting the best quality, but you're like, it's around the corner, so I gotta stick with it. Mm-hmm. Oh man, thank God for Amazon. And this ain't
Shout
no
out to
advertisement. This ain't no advertisement, but Amazon, you my boy, because this whole production.
Like,
shout out to Amazon.
Jeff Bezos. He's
doing your thing.
He's the man.
He's that guy. He's him. But yeah, so she was with you from the jump whenever you were just, I guess, like a super amateur, messing her nails up. What was like the worst job you ever did on her? And did she keep it real with you?
So I have this picture and I can't find it. I've been trying to send it to her. I always try to do like a yearly thing. So there's this one picture I did, and I like the art on it was nice, but the foundation, she had lumps. Like it wasn't shaped right. And I just was like, yo, you really walked out my house with these nails on.
Oh man.
Like I was like the worst. There's like purple and pink and black. And I was like, yeah, these ain't it.
So she wasn't able to like promote your business. She just like, I got my nails done.
She did. She actually did. On Facebook, like she would just, take a picture of her nails, and people was liking it, and I was really like, y'all like this? Like, this is what y'all like? All right, you bet.
So you're like a perfectionist.
Definitely 100%.
Because they may have looked at it like, nah, like the art is everything, but you're like, nah, like that could have been way better, or I could have. And it's like, it's good to over-critique yourself, not to the point where you're not putting your art out there into the world, but you got to critique yourself enough to say, like, this ain't my best.
Yes, I do that. Even now, I do that all the time. Like, it's just, I want to be better than I was, like, the person before. So I will, like, if I take a video, I'll stare at that same video for like 10 minutes and be like, no, I ain't using this. Like, when I make my reels on Instagram, I will literally stare at the same video, change it. I'll change the music and be like, nope.
It ain't the right
New angle. Like, let's find another video.
Man, I do like the reels for my one friend, the one that just now came in. Yeah, like, he's a cameraman, so I'll do his reels, and he's like, all right, bro, that's cool. I'm like, nah, it's not cool. Keep on doing what you're doing, bro. I got your camera right now. I'm going to fix your reels up, and I'm going to make it look crazy. And then,
Swear.
But, I mean, it shows because he be getting, like, real good. He get a good amount of views whenever I do his reels, you know what I mean? So shout out to me. Not to be shout out to me. But nah, that's a good friend of mine. So I always, like, just like how you said you had your friend since like 10th grade. He's been my friend for a long time, so it ain't nothing he gotta like fight me about. It's like, all right, bro, I need you to do a reel for me. All right, I got you.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the support that you need to get to the next level. Because it's well off as we all may seem and how we may portray things on the internet, like, we're not at the level that we want to be.
Not at all. Not at all.
So that leads to my next question. Like, where would you want to be in this industry? And let's say,
I want to be Beyonce's nail tech. Like, straight up.
Speaking it in, hey, this is going to be a clip, and I'm going to chop it up. It's going to be like, I want to be Beyonce. And we're going to speak that into existence.
Like, I've been saying this for years. I got her address and everything. So I'm like, I'm about to turn some press-ons.
Facts.
I'm definitely, like, Beyonce is definitely something. I just want to be a celebrity nail tech anyway. It's just, I don't know. It looked fun. Like, the nail techs who be doing celebrities, it looked fun. Like, Nicki Minaj's nail tech, she looked like she's having fun.
Yeah.
I want to travel and have fun, too. So, you know.
Because, you know, a lot of times those people are like, they're overpaying you. They're just like, I'm paying you to be away from your family. I'm paying you to be, like, by my side because Beyonce can't have no messed up nails.
No.
The Beehive ain't going to let you.
The Beehive can trust me. Trust me.
The Beehive, you in good hands.
Swear.
No, what was it called? No pun intended. You in good hands. But nah, that's a great goal to have because, you know, the old saying is like, shoot for the moon. So even if you don't reach the moon, you'll still fall amongst the stars. It might not be Beyonce, but it might be, you know what I mean, a JT. It might be
Oh, JT too. Like, I'll be her nail tech too.
Hey, be speaking it into existence. Be manifesting. The Beehive, we coming.
Call me.
We knocking on the door. But whenever we get this clip and it happened, I need you to post my clip like, yeah, like we manifested at the table, we prayed.
Definitely. Definitely, because I say it all the time. Like, I want to be Beyonce's nail tech. I just want her to just be like, Nicole, just come, do my nails. Yes, I will.
All right, so since we manifesting things, like, I could put this out there on my podcast. The person I want to meet, like, I don't care. Like, I don't got to work with him, but, like, if he did let me work with him, I'd be, like, super, super, like, excited about it. LeBron. If I can get an interview with LeBron or even just sit down.
I love his, like, interviews. He speaks so much positivity.
I think that's what I like about him. Because, like on the court, yeah, I'm a fan because I love basketball, but off the court, that's where I really, like, found, like, my love for different entertainers or celebrities. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, you have those celebrities that you're like, damn, you got money and you're an asshole.
Throwing it away.
Yeah. But then you have, like, those select few of entertainers and, like, black entertainers, for that matter, that they really show, like, black excellence and they show black in the best light that you could possibly have it. You know what I mean? And they may do things like behind closed doors that we don't know about, but for the most part, what they're putting out in the atmosphere is good, positive energy that we could feed off of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Him and Diddy too. Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy, my boy. I can appreciate anybody who's living their life like it's going at
Like,
that age.
swear, like he's out here just living, dancing, living.
Hey, I just now got caught at the bar dancing. I did it was like the Detroit Shuffle or something. I was dancing the Timbs or something, and my boy, he caught me from the other side of the bar. I was drunk than a skunk, but push come to shove, I'm gonna be dancing ass old head whenever I get older.
No, I swear, I'm definitely, out of all my friends, I'm the one to dance.
I'm a dance.
Like, I'll definitely do a little something. I ain't gonna do too much, but I'll do a little something.
Facts. You definitely got to keep. You got to keep the soul young. You know what I mean? Like, whenever you start being all out in public stale and people can't even approach you, it's like, damn, you might not know that, like, I follow you on social media, but the first time I met you was in person, might have been at the bar, and it's like, damn, like, her energy was just bad the whole time. So I take that to your business because your business got your name in it.
Yep.
And, like, I just feel like a lot of people, they don't look at their business like they have their name behind it. Like, Welch's Grape Juice, that's somebody's last name. So whenever there's, like, something wrong with Welch's, they're like, oh, no, hold on. Y'all playing with my last name. And then they, like, will correct themselves, or they'll fix up whatever the customer's complaining about. So just being in the nail industry for this long, when have you had like a customer experience where you were just like, look, it ain't my fault, but the customer's always right? You don't gotta say no names, and we can just keep it at like an instance. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've had a few encounters of that. So there was a time where I had a customer whose nails just, for some reason, they just kept coming off. And I've tried everything. Like, I looked it up on YouTube, researched it, Googled it, all of it. And I just couldn't figure out why it was happening. So instead of me losing my mind, I just was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm the right nail tech. You might have to find another one until I can figure out, like, what's actually happening. Because I'm, like, doing things by the book. Like, I'm getting special tips and primers and stuff. And
you on TikTok?
Like, yeah, like, I'm like, searching stuff. I'm like, dang, why does her nails keep coming up? But I definitely just had to tell her in the most respectful way, it's nothing personal. It's just business. Like, I don't want you coming to me wasting your money because you like me or my work. So I just told her, like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what else to do. And hopefully in the future we can reconnect.
Yeah, and that shows a lot about your character. Like, I know your character is like, well, your business is a reflection of your character. You know what I mean? Because in that moment, like, I've seen people go on the internet and go on rants like, nah, like, I'm not gonna, I did the work, I deserve the money, I'm not going no refunds, no. And
that's what we not about to do, the internet stuff.
Yeah, like, I always look at it like, why? Like,
always.
As many times as you lied and told Amazon that your package ain't come, and Amazon and Jeff Bezos ain't never go to the internet like, y'all be faking, swear to God, I'm not sending y'all no more. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be doing that to your customers because...
No, seriously, you can't. Because, like, your customers are what make you you. For real. Like, in a way. Like, you can do all the work that you want, but if you ain't getting no customers or if you don't got no support, like, you're just doing, like, nails. But just... you're not going anywhere with it. You're just doing nails. But if you treat your customers right, I treat my customers so well that majority of them have been with me since I started accepting clients. Like,
that's dope.
So they've been with me for like 7 years.
Retention. You hear that? That's retention. That means whenever they come, they ain't leaving. A lot of people, they feel like, look, I need to grab me a little AFI real quick. So look, I'm gonna do her nails real quick. I don't care how they come out. If she come back to me, I don't care because I got high. It's like,
no, I swear.
Like,
but I care about both.
But you know what I mean? Like you can't put your own selfish reasons ahead of like your customer, because at the end of the day, they're coming to you because they seen you. I guess the word would be slayed. You slayed somebody else's nails, or what they say now?
I think that's still the same.
Still slave?
I think it's still slave. I don't know. I feel like I'm out of the loop because I'm getting older and all this new stuff is coming out. Like
they did that, or it's given.
Yeah. That's it. Or like that song where that girl say munch. I'm trying to figure that out.
Oh yeah,
like
munch.
What does that even mean?
I kind of like, I don't know exactly what it means, but I kind of use like a little bit of context clues. It's like, you ain't feeling me. Then you say, bitch, you a munch. You call me a bitch, I know it ain't nothing good. So, so bitch, I'm a munch. Like, am I munching? Am I crunching munching? Yeah. I don't know.
So if anybody know what that is, like, just let me know, because I'm I don't know either. But yeah, like, I think slay is still the thing.
All right. So whenever like your customers come to you, like we were talking about, they're coming to you to get slayed. And it's like, if they're trusting you with like a prom, they trusting you with a wedding, they trusting you with like they one night out because they got kids and they just now got their babysitter, and it's like, I'm about to step on these MF's necks.
No, I swear.
And then it's just like, my nails, they ain't even giving what it's supposed to give. Ain't that what they giving what it's supposed to give?
Yep.
In fact, I got it. I'm gonna get this lingo down. But yeah, like, you gotta treat them with the utmost respect.
Definitely, because that's how you keep customers. So you keep them, even the new ones. Like, I try to treat everybody the same. Like, even when I'm having a bad day, like, I'll be quiet, but I won't, be like slamming stuff around and like, giving them attitude. But I will be quiet because I'm just like, I don't want to project my energy onto them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be all like frustrated, because sometimes it has nothing to do with them.
Yeah, it's like, look, I don't even get, and that's working in like a customer service type industry. Like, you got to deal with, because sometimes, like, I know for me, the person that does my hair, we be talking so long. I'm not going to sit in there quiet with you for 4 hours because it take a long time to get my hair done. So we be just talking, kicking it. And I mean, I be telling her stuff that I don't tell nobody sometimes. I just be like,
and like some of my clients, like, I love that they feel comfortable venting to me. Like, they trust me with like certain things that they probably wouldn't tell nobody else. And I'm just like, I feel special. Like, that's what's up.
Yeah,
like, I like that.
The nail shop is like the barber shop.
Oh my God. Definitely.
So y'all talking, y'all. Oh, this Negro, he's this and that, and that dude, it's a lot of drama.
Definitely a lot of drama.
But I feel
found out a lot about the city.
Yeah, trust me.
I found out a lot about the city. I'm like, oh, word.
Yeah, it's going down like that.
Like, oh my goodness.
But I feel like as a nail tech, or like, you're like a therapist too, so you kind of gotta like roll with the same guidelines as a therapist, like with like the HIPAA or something, like.
No, so whatever is said in the salon stays in the salon.
Fact. You don't want to be like, oh yeah, the only person I told that to was my nail tech, and now I got back to my little sneaky links situation, even though his situation ain't his main situation, it's just a sad situation. I just be sneaking. Nah. Cause it get messy like that. I know it do, because
messy.
I ain't got no dude doing my hair. I got a girl doing my hair, and she tell me about some of the stuff that be going down. Whoa,
it's definitely like,
I had to grab my heart.
No, seriously.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my gosh,
it's going down like that.
Y'all wilding out.
All right. So look, I don't want to get too far into the next topic without going to our sponsorship, because got to get this podcast paid for. You feel me?
Period.
But we about to take a break, and I'll be right back after this. That's like my biggest thing that everybody said about me. You move slow and you be just forgetful. Like, fuck. That's why I had to double check, because like one of the interviews I ain't have the recording, and it caught the video but not like the audio like super clear. Luckily, I record the audio on like the computer too, so I always got it. But
that's cool to have it back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep me a backup. What Denzel said, he said, I'm from the hood. I'm leaving here with something.
That's hilarious.
That is the funniest reel I ever.
And I think I got that saved. Like, I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to do something like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely using that.
I'm going to have to revisit that.
What could a reel be like whenever they think they about to get a free set because I don't know.
Well, the idea that I had for the reel was going into the nail store and you on a budget.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Like, I'm leaving here with something.
I'm from the hood. I'm leaving here with something.
Something.
That's funny. Oh, man. I was going, like, come back in a little bit more professional, but I like what we just now talked about, so I'm going to keep that.
Okay.
And then we'll go into... All right, we talked about you working as an individual. I want to talk about how you work with others. You know what I mean? Because growing up in kindergarten and first grade and all that stuff, I know you made it.
I was horrible.
You wasn't good with working?
Oh, man. Like, I was mean. I'm not mean, but I was mean in kindergarten.
So you was one of those kids that just...
Like, I was like one of those... If you take my friend, it's on. Like, it's revenge. Like, these is my friends.
Don't. Yeah. So, yeah. If she say that's my best friend, that's really
like, that's really my best friend. Like, leave her alone.
Yeah, like that's my best friend, not yours. Hey, nah. So, when did you learn that you had to play nice with others? Because if you're working in that business, you might be working in somebody else's shop. Like, you got to play nice.
Once I got older, like, out of kindergarten, like, once I realized, like, oh, you can't be just out here doing that. I think it was, like, my first, like, altercation at school where I was like, all right, you got to chill. This ain't right.
The principal was like, look, whenever you turn 18, that's considered assault.
No, swear. And I was just like, you know what? All right, I'll stop. And we've been good ever since.
Man, 12-year-old me hearing that word, like, my teacher pulled me out in the hallway. He was like, Tori, like, that's considered assault. You know what assault is? And in my head, I'm thinking assault, like what you, like, put on the at the dinner table. I'm like, assault. So that's all you get? Man, this nigga tripping. I'm going back to doing what I was doing. Then my mom told me, like, nah, nigga, assault is whenever you laying your hands on people.
Yes.
You don't go to jail. I'm like, all right, bet.
Yes.
Let me chill.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I can't even. Man, high school was definitely. I didn't listen.
Oh, no.
Definitely was assault in high school, but I like cleaned up. Yeah, like it was. People just kept testing me. You know?
Hey, high school was a time.
It was a terrible time, but I'm proud to say I got through it.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could always, like, I always tell people this, like, look, you know me from high school, and I got to respect how you met me. I got to respect how you view me from high school, but at the same time, it's like, I've grew since then.
Yes.
Like, I'm not an asshole no more, because I didn't know I was an asshole until I got out of high school. And people start saying, like, no, motherfucker, you're an asshole. Only reason why I stuck around you is because you was in my class. If you wasn't in my class, I would have never spoke to you.
A lot of people would say, like, I was quiet, but just don't mess with her. Like, I was always like, I'm just in the corner chilling, like, what's up, y'all? But don't mess with me.
Yeah.
That's when a totally different...
She was a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, and I don't like that person that comes out. So I try to keep her in the box. Keep her away.
Yeah. I mean, and that's a good way. That's a good way to live your life, because we need our nail techs to be free.
You know,
like we can't be having posts out there like, damn, like all the real nail techs either did or jail. Like, we can't have that out here. We can't have that out.
Seriously.
But I'm glad you're not that person anymore. You was able to learn how to work with others and Off camera, you talked about how you start working at like the first shop that you worked at.
Yeah, my first real experience at a salon was 2015. At the time, I was working at H&M at Monroeville, and I was just like a sales clerk, but I was still like doing my nails.
Yeah.
And so Aaliyah Ray had inboxed me, and now before that, I was just like, oh my God, I love her nails. Like, I want to get my nails done by her or like do my nails like that. But she was in McKees Rocks, and I was like, I'm on the way in Penn Hills. That's kind of far.
Yeah, that's a 30.
I don't got no gas money. Uber was $35. I was like, oh no.
Oh, that would have been an expensive set.
Weird. But she hit me up, and I was just like super excited. So I was just like, yeah, like I'll work there. So I worked there for 2 years, and it was a great experience, great hands-on experience. She's a cool boss. Definitely taught me a few things about the business, customer service, how to put on acrylic, stuff like that. She definitely hooked it up.
So she was like a good mentor to have, like just stepping into the game, like being like a young, aspiring nail tech.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
That's good, man. Shout out to Aaliyah Ray, because you know what I mean?
Shout out to her.
A lot of times, like people won't have like the best to say about certain people, and I like to just sit down with people and just see like what was your relationship with certain people, because I might have had a bad experience, and not saying that I did because I don't know it personally, but some people will try to like portray like their image of what they feel like somebody is on you, and it's like, no, like I never had no bad experience with this person.
I always do that. Like when people ask me questions about certain people, I was like, well, they was cool with me. Like we vibed. Like, unfortunately your energy and her energy or his energy just wasn't a match.
Yeah, it wasn't there. But obviously if you and her, like y'all clicked and y'all had like a good time while it lasted, like obviously both of you guys interject. Damn. Let me bring it back. Cause sometimes, you know what I mean, I be slipping up on this mic, man. I be talking a lot. But y'all energy matched, and it was good for you in that moment.
Definitely. Because at the time, like I needed someone who was already experienced in nails. And I'm in Penn Hills. There's not anybody for real over here that's doing nails, like that's doing all the art. And she was the only one I seen at the time. So I was just like, yeah, let me see what can you teach me? Can you teach me anything? Like, and she definitely taught me a bunch of stuff. Definitely encouraged me when I felt like I didn't want to do it no more. So it was definitely a cool experience. I liked it.
All right, so like whenever I sit down with people, like I try to read who they are, like just different little mannerisms and things of that such. And I noticed that whenever we bring up certain situations, or how you brought up your friend Ashley's name, or how you brought up Aaliyah's name, like you don't hesitate to give somebody their roses, or like let them know, or even like with Beyonce, you're like, nah, like I want to be your nail tech, like you influenced me, like I like, you know what I mean, like you don't get that hate in your blood, like some people got like that hate, you know what I mean, where it's just like,
it sucks for people who do have that hate, but me, it's just like you gotta give people their flowers while they're still here, because it seems like P&B Rock, he passed away. Everybody's like, oh, I love him.
Yeah, rest in peace.
But where were
P&B.
y'all at when he was alive? Like, you know what I mean?
Thanks.
Like, so I try to just be positive with everybody. Like, if you're doing something positive and I know about it, I'll share it, tell you, comment on your stuff, like whatever. That's just how I feel like everybody should be, especially in the nail industry. Because, it can get a little catty, like everybody, competition. But, like, if I see, like, when another nail tech asks me about maybe a product, I'll tell them where I got it. Instead of saying, like, oh, you got to, like, pay for a class, or, oh, I got it as a gift. Like, not trying to, it's just like, we're not going to use it the same. Just tell me where you got it from.
Man, I just had a situation like that where, like, I got my setup and I got all the things that I got set up my podcast, but you know, like there's a lot of other people who are doing the same thing as me, and everyone's like, bro, like you sure? Like everybody's doing a podcast, or everybody's doing this and that, and I'm like, but they ain't me. Mm-hmm. I ain't them, but like I'm gonna be real, like you ain't me. Like
that's the realest thing ever. Like
my personality, like who I am, is why people gonna watch or why people is gonna rock with me. Like I'm not no dickhead to people. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I swear.
And I feel like I give the best interviews out here. I feel like I know how to hold a conversation. You feel like I can hold a
You
conversation?
definitely can hold a conversation. 'Cause I came in here nervous.
Super nervous.
I was just like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm shy. But no, I feel very comfortable.
All right.
Like, I'm able to talk back. I be shy. I don't be saying nothing.
So it's like people are falling in love with you. And like I realized whenever I was young, like everything in my life is like being branded by who I am. Like my raise, she just wasn't playing. Like whenever I would leave out the house, she would be like, "Oh, don't be fucking up that last name. Like don't be having the motherfucking people thinking that I don't know how to raise you and be coming up all fucked up." So I always looked at it like I'm not only representing myself, I'm representing the way my mom raised me. I'm representing like my brothers and my friends because I'm a reflection of the people who influenced me the most growing up.
Mm-hmm. So. Definitely. I always shout out my mom. I'm like, you got 3 girls, and we're just doing I've got my own business. Like, my other sisters, like, they're doing their own thing. And I was just like, Mom, you really raised us, like, really well. Because we're not out here wilding out.
Facts.
Like,
shout out to the mothers out here that's really putting in that work because it's a lot. Like, my mom had 5 boys.
Ooh.
Tell me about it.
Boys. I have 2, and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. That's it.
Man,
I always rough.
Yeah, I bet because we do stuff that y'all just don't agree with, like the toilet seat.
Oh my God, that's like the worst thing ever.
You gotta scream about that
every day. Every day I scream about it every day.
Facts, like to the point where it's just like I don't think like a lot of things that women like try to instill in their sons, like it doesn't stick until like they have a girlfriend, and then like the girl's like, "Nigga, you smell like French fries," and it's
and that's
what
I told my oldest son. I was just like, "Listen, you're getting older. You're about to be in middle school. You're gonna see girls. It's like you need to start, haircuts. Like, no, I don't want to hear you saying I don't want a haircut. No, haircuts every 2 weeks.
Watch
all of that.
His first little puppy love, he gonna be like, "Mom, like." I ain't even got my haircut. Like, when did you? Please, could you get my haircut?
Can I get them new J's? Like,
yeah, you already know. High school love, well, not high school love, but high school relationships and middle school and all that stuff. Like, it get like that. Definitely. That's the first time you start realizing, like, oh dang, like that girl care if I got dirt in my nails.
I swear.
Because like,
and even for us females too. Like, I didn't really like start getting my nails done until I got to high school.
For real?
Like, yep.
Was it like you wasn't allowed to get them done earlier, or was you?
Yeah, it was like my mom. She wasn't really like I'm gonna go get my nails done type of lady.
Yeah.
But once I hit 9th grade, she let me get my first set. It was trash, but I had to deal with it.
Hey, get them nails done.
I did. I was like, I got my nails done, and yeah, like when I got to high school and I started seeing like some of the older girls, I was like, oh, I need to start playing the part, like dressing the part. Like, this is adulthood.
9th grade, you're like the seniors all look this type way.
Yeah, they got their hair done. Like, I'm still, like wearing corduroys.
You don't got recess? Like, you still like okay with sweating in gym.
Swear.
And then you see like the older upperclassmen like, I don't sweat in gym. Like,
yeah, like I was just like, oh, okay, so we don't have recess. All right.
Yeah, this
cool. So we stay in the building the whole day?
Yeah, this is trash. But see how the conversation could just go left? Because now I'm trying to figure out a way to reel it back in the nails. But it's good that we were able to break the ice, you know what I mean? And you got comfortable enough to tell me like different stories and situations where like wasn't so comfortable or wasn't like in your favor. But now it's like I want to speak on like your best moment, like the time whenever you was just like, oh yeah, I did that. Like
opening up the salon with like and paying for it in cash.
Oh, cash money.
That was like
she got money.
that was like the best thing. I paid for the salon and school.
The school
with cash, because I right before I graduated, this lady, her name is Miss Nina. She had asked me like, "Do you want to open up your own salon?" And I was just like, how much is that? How much is that gonna cost? And like she told me, and I was just like, well, I'm still paying for school, but I ended up just working like every day just to pay for that. And when I paid for it, and she gave me them keys, I was like, oh my God.
So shout out Miss Dana. Like
definitely.
Nah, cause like if she would have never put that bug in your ear, like what about doing it?
Yeah, she kept asking me because my hairstylist, which is also my friend, she works with her, and she just was like, she kept asking if you want to open up a salon, and I was just like, I don't know, man. I kind of like being at my house, like, but when she just instilled positivity and just was like, you could do it, like, take a leap out on faith, and I did.
All right,
and we here.
So like the address of the nail salon, we definitely gotta put that out there so people can know where to find you at.
Definitely. You want me to say the whole address, or just like where it's at, like where it's nearby?
Or you could just because you don't gotta let everybody know exactly, because you know, like, being a different day and age where like location is big, but
yeah.
We'll just say hit her on IG, or like how would they contact you if they want to book you?
Instagram is probably like the best way to contact me. I do most of my business on Instagram. I used to have Facebook, but I deleted it. It's too much.
Way too much.
So Instagram is like the best. I do have a booking site, and my address is on there too. But I'm in Penn Hills, where I guess you can say the big gecko.
Yeah. And if you're a Pittsburgh motherfucker, you know the big get-go. Like,
in Penn Hills.
There's a little get-go, there's a big get-go. About fucking 20 pumps.
Is that the only get-go? Yeah, that's the only get-go in Penn Hills.
Yeah, there's like a smaller one, but it ain't really.
It?
It's like, I think it's the East Hills. It's like a small get-go. It's not even it's not really a get-go. It's like a gas station.
I'm at the big get-go.
Be at the big G. But nah. And there's a lot of different ways to spell Nicole. I don't want people to try to look for Nails by Nicole and spell it the wrong way and like skip past your business. You know what I mean? So might want to spell it out for people.
It's NICH. There's an H in there, and OLE. So it's Nicole, not Nichole.
Yeah, spell it. We're spelling it Nichole, or
I've actually had someone call me that while I was doing their nails, and I wasn't answering because I didn't know they were talking to me. And she just was like, "Ain't your name Nichole?" And I just was like, "It's Nicole. The H is silent."
Yeah, real G's moving silence like lasagna.
You know what I'm saying?
The H. Real G's moving silence like the H. But nah. So that's where they could find your business at.
Yep. Yeah, that's the only social media I got. I mean, I got TikTok, but I'm not on it. So Instagram is like the main place.
All right. So now that we got that out the way, that's where you could find her. Let's talk about the experience of opening up your own shop.
Whew. It's tough.
It's tough.
Not for the weak. And
not for the faint of heart.
No, and like you just got to be prepared to invest in yourself, because this was like the biggest investment ever. Just like from getting thankfully my school paid for to get my license, because that was like $100, and then you got to get your EIN, and so like taking all that, going through that whole thing. it just was like, wow, like I'm really out here. Like when I saw myself on Google,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's lit. Like
So-
you can find me on Google.
His Google Maps in his mouth.
But it was definitely like a lot of hard work. Having to go through state board, making sure that my salon got everything it needs. And they had to come back a few times. But when I did open my salon, COVID happened.
All right. Like, so whenever COVID happened, like, how did that affect your business?
It, like, I had to, like, so the day I found out, like, we had to shut down, I was in the middle of a client, and Miss Dina had called me and was like, hey, you got to shut down the salon by 7 o'clock. And I was just like, I got a client at 7.
Yeah.
So, like, once I shut down and I, looked through and see, like, when is we opening, and it was just like, nail techs, hairstylists, y'all got to close for a while. And I just was like, oh, my God, what am I going to do? Like, I couldn't get no help.
You're like, how long is the wow? You know what I mean?
It's like it was like, altogether, I think it was like 3 months. But
No, I'm saying, like, that is like a question you ask yourself whenever you're thinking about like your business being down. Like, damn, like you're saying it's gonna be a while, but like, how long is the while?
I definitely thought it was gonna be like 2 weeks because I kept hearing that, and I was just like, okay, like I deserve a 2-week vacation.
Yeah, facts.
And 2 weeks went by. I'm like, all right, I'm messaging Governor Wolf, like,
Yeah,
what's up?
what's good?
Can I open up? Like, I'm a private salon. It's literally just me and the other person. And he told me no. Like, I didn't think he was going to message me back, but he told me no. So,
So you be having luck with reaching out to big people?
not really,
You
but
said
like,
you reached
it
out
just,
to Beyonce too.
like, it just was so, I didn't think he was going to message me back. I just thought, my email was just going in spam, but no, he just was like, no, you can't. And I was like, so I started brainstorming and was like, what can I do to still service my clients without getting in trouble? And I made press-ons, which was like, that's definitely a lucrative business as well. Like, even if I didn't just do people's hands, like press-ons, they was buying them up.
Yeah.
So I was doing that until I actually started back to work. And I mean, it helped me out.
See,
It helped me out a lot. I mean, I still had to pay like my salon rent too. So I had to make a way.
hey, and the thing I like about that story is that you made a way. Like, you didn't make an excuse whenever, like, you had an excuse to just like, my business fell. I don't, like, it happens, but you was like, nah, it ain't happening to me.
Yeah, I was just like, no, I just opened this. Like, we worked hard, like,
Yeah.
so
And sometimes it goes back to, like how you said, before you had your own shop and you was going to school and you pay for school cash and you pay for the salon cash and all these different things. It goes back to those days and those nights where you was just like, yeah, I took a double. Yeah, I took an extra shift. Yeah, I'm doing things to my body that ain't right. But whenever I get that end result, y'all gonna see.
it's the best. It was the best feeling because there was definitely days where I'm doing nails until like 11 at night, starting at 10 in the morning, not getting done till 11 at night. And then when I look back, it's just like, you did that for all this to happen. Like, you got your own business. It's in your name.
Yeah, and that's not all, because whenever you like walk in like a positive light, like how you do, and the way you care about your customers, and just like even the way you approach like getting on a podcast that you never been on, you know what I mean? Like, you weren't like shy about it or whatever. Like, you was like, all right, boom, like, let's set it up. You was here on time and everything. So it's like you're moving like on a good path. So I know that this salon is just like the bottom level of where your success is going to be, because we still manifesting it. B,
We
B,
gonna say,
JT, Meg.
And
what I mean?
I do manicures too. So like Chris Brown,
Oh, Breezy.
you know.
So you do
Yeah.
manicures.
I do. I do. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of everything.
I said like if I wanted a manicure, but like you know what I mean, I'd be having to roll up. I'd be needing my my thumbs.
I feel you.
Is there a way you can just keep you can hook my thumbs up, but just like
Definitely.
leave them at the length that they're supposed to be?
Yep.
All right. So you might have left here with a client because I was working on like self health, self awareness, self care.
Self-care.
That's what it's called. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, I need to get my aesthetics together.
I encourage a lot of men. Like I was thinking about putting business cards in a barbershop because I didn't realize men get manicures.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, for real? Like y'all get manicures? So yeah, I would definitely like some male clients just so it's not like it's all girls. Like I'm versatile. Like I'm able to be like I can do a men's manicure, I can do woman nails. Like you know.
I went to the shop like one time, like where I was actually getting work done. I got invited by a friend, and whenever we got done, like whenever we started, I'm like, I don't know how much this stuff costs. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know like how long it's supposed to be. I don't know how much it costs. I'm oblivious to everything. Man, whenever they started rubbing on my legs and they put that sugar cane stuff,
Yeah.
I was like, I think she like me. Ain't no woman ever rubbed my legs like this. I think Ling like me. So my friend, she started dying, but like after I got the full experience of like getting my nails done and getting like my legs rubbed and all that shit, my feet, all that, yeah.
It makes you feel good, right? You feel like
I was
clean.
happy with tipping. Like if somebody gives me a good experience, I am more than okay with like tipping. Like my hair. Would I have a hairstylist or
hairstylist
for me?
or a loctician.
My lock tech, yeah, all right. So my lock technician, because I ain't trying to be like, yeah, I'll be at the hairstylist job. But nah, like she be getting me right. You know what I mean? Like
Period.
she'll scratch my hair before we go and all that stuff, and I'd be like, yo, you ain't have to do this, but you did, and I appreciate you for it.
Period.
So let me break you off a couple more dollars because, like, I ain't gonna say she's the reason why my hair is this long, but it's like she's been the only one touching my hair, and like I know that she care about my hair. So how else could I show my appreciation but putting money in her pocket?
You know what I'm saying? It's the best way.
Because sometimes thank yous ain't gonna pay every bill.
You know, and these bills is high.
Facts. But yeah, we don't want to get too far off subject where we talking about the ratchetivity that goes on in the workplace. But nah, I ain't gonna end it on a bad note. We gonna end it on a positive note. And I want to ask you, like, what do you have to say to like an upcoming or an aspiring nail technician or even just a beauty technician?
Bet on you always. Like always bet on you, and just don't give up. Like I am so happy I didn't give up, because if I did, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So just, keep all the outside noise out and just believe in yourself. Like straight up. That's it. That's like the best advice I wish someone gave me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you can't wake up and listen to Chief Keef. Maybe you gotta wake up and listen to Never Would've Made It. Hey, sometimes you gotta put that energy into your life, you know what I mean? Because I know it was hard. I know it was like a struggle getting to where you're at. And it's gonna be a struggle to get to the next level. But as long as you keep that same work ethic and that mentality that I gotta work hard because this is all I know, like you're going to get to the next level. And for the people who you may have inspired with what you just now said, like, look, don't stop, keep on grinding. I mean, and
Definitely
take the criticism. If people are saying that you're not at the level that they expect, don't take it as a slight. Don't fall back. Keep on pushing and find your Ashley.
Definitely.
Find your Ashley, because if you got a good friend like Ashley, she gonna let you mess the nails up for a little bit until you get better.
And definitely, like what you said with like people critiquing, take that with a grain of salt. Just be like, you know what? All right,
Not assault,
I'm a
but a grain of salt. Not assault, but a grain of salt.
But I'm a, just be like, I'm gonna work on this. Like, this is what I need to work on. Boom. And then, like, once you, stop taking things personal,
That's one of the 4 agreements.
you be all right.
Never take things personal.
Because I definitely was taking stuff personal. Like, y'all don't like my nails?
So y'all ain't. So the West Coast ain't down with nails.
Why was I
Nicole?
just thinking that?
So the West Coast ain't down.
That's hilarious. But yeah, definitely. Like, I was so like, so what y'all mean? Like, I can't shape right, but once I put the work in, it was just like, boom, I'm gonna learn how to shape nails better. I got to the point where I could do it with my eyes closed.
Yeah. Can't nobody tell you nothing, right?
Not at all.
But nah, like it was definitely like a pleasure, and it was wonderful
Thank you so much for having me.
meeting up with you and having this interview because, like you said, this is your first podcast, but this is my first podcast interviewing a nail tech. So the questions that I asked you, it was just like I didn't know what to ask you, but I feel like we did a good job on the podcast.
We did.
All right. So before we leave, I just want you to allow people to get like your social media handles. Maybe you got a YouTube or Instagram.
My Instagram, it's NailsByNichole.
Not Nichole.
NiChole, and then there's an underscore at the end. My profile has you'll know it's me. It'll say Pales.
Yeah. But yeah, we got Nails by Nicole. It's Harden's 1v1s where we doing interviews with some of the most influential people. And I was happy to give y'all another interview with an influential person in the city who's getting them nails slayed. God did.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I appreciate you again.
Thank you.